you start going down mentally, and you can't prepare the way you want to. And obviously, the conditions are challenging anyway.
Target
You have a
288
to score runs in him, and then obviously technique is important as well. But even people with not that strong techniques have been able to score well there because of their good mindsets. And I wasn't able to get out of that continued, and the bowling attack obviously was quality as well. They kept the ball in the right areas. But I thought what I was doing there was I was expecting the in swinger too much. At that, opening up my hip a lot more than what should have been done in a test series in England. And I kept looking for the in swinger, and I was in no position to counter the outswing. Yeah, I did a few different things. Firstly, I used to stand at two leg, and my stance was pretty closed. And then after my initial movement, I figured out that my initial movement was not, my toe wasn't going towards point, rather it was towards cover point. So anyways, my hip was opening up initially. And then to get the feel of the ball, I had to open up my hip because I was too side on. Anyways, I have a strong bottom hand grip. I didn't have too much room for my shoulder to adjust to the line of the ball. So it was too late for me to react to anything that swung, from in front of my eyes. So the changes I made was I went back, I did some drills about, making a couple of lines here, making sure that someone's recording me from the side. Every time I played the ball, I wanted to make sure that my toe is pointing in points direction rather than covers. That's why I kept my hip nice and side on. I gave myself some room. I widened my stance as well so that I have good balance when I want to go forward. Short ball wasn't an issue for me, so that really helped in, widening my stance and actually being, giving that forward press, which is really important at international level. Then when I went to Australia, I knew they're going to target me in that area. So immediately I just cut down everything. I wasn't worried about the pace and bounce. I knew I can counter that. I was prepared mentally, but the one thing I cut down was that good corridor. 80% of the balls I was able to hit for boundaries more often than not, because I was about a foot outside my crease and already on fourth stump, so they had to really bowl far from me. And I know on the pads, unless my body weight is far behind, it's very difficult for them to hit my pad, because I know that that is my strength.
How easy was that to change, and is it completely natural to you now?
It's become natural now. It wasn't easy. I was batting about 3 hours non-stop every day. I had cramps in my forearms by the end of the week. I did that for about 10 days, but it was just like in golf. They say you got to hit a shot about 400-500 times before you can actually perfect that shot. So it was more about precise practice, where I wanted to tune my head to play that way. I wasn't used to forward pressing. I was always used to waiting for the ball and flipping it off my legs, or waiting for the short ball. But then I realized, even I took some help from Sachin as well. He made me realize the importance of approaching the fast bowler the way you approach a spinner is to get on top of the ball, not worrying about the pace or the swing. You got to get towards the ball, and then you give the ball lesser chance to move around and trouble you. So I think those things really, really helped me, and that became second nature.
On the high rises to Virat Kohli. It's a double 100 for India's captain. His third in 2016. A wonderful innings. He's in the form of his life.
And that's where we'll leave that masterclass with Virat Kohli, because wonder of all wonders, the rain has stopped in Edgbaston. The ground staff have done another terrific job. The good news is that that cloud on the left-hand side of your picture is going to be underway again very shortly. Pakistan need another 260
Yeah, boo.
with this game, because they're
Wow,
targeted
what
to
say you
go
get?
289 in 41 overs, with four bowlers allowed to bowl 8 and 1 allowed to bowl 9. So we are live back in Birmingham, with India, of course, very confident, having scored that huge total when they batted first. But by reducing it a little bit, Pakistan now know that their run chase is a bit shorter, and they will still be confident, especially as they go
बहुत तेज धूप निकल गया ना इमरान बहुत तेज धूप निकल गया ना अब बारिश हुआ तो मैं समझ लूंगा कि वेदर अच्छा नहीं है
The Indians are already out there, and we have been lucky to
पाकिस्तान हारेगा भाई हारेगा पाकिस्तान हारेगा
It really hasn't disappointed earlier on. India did
बाप रे बाप बहुत गर्म हो गया
perfectly as far as batting was concerned. A big opening partnership of 136. Then, of course, Rohit Sharma went on to make 91. Yuvraj 53. Kohli was 81 not out, and Pandya a dynamic 20 off 6. But it looks like we're just about ready to go again. So let's get over to Birmingham now. There we will join our colleagues up in the commentary box.
looks
सौरभ गांगुली का स्टार्ट हो गया.
mentioned vast blue skies and very clear on the left-hand side as we look down on the ground. It seems like dark, treacherous clouds have left us. Let's hope there are no further interruptions.
Yeah, I think those dark clouds are heading towards London for that Australian-Bangladesh game tomorrow. I think the Australians are out of their hotel blowing it away, but go away, go away.
Real pity because when the sun is out,
तो कंट्रोल करते हैं वेदर कौन है?
the pitch is beautiful, outfield brilliant, every seat
Yeah,
taken, fans rushing back to take their respective seats. It's a warm-up run there from Bhuvaneshwar Kumar. Interesting look at Azhar Ali's career.
We need to restart.
Let's not get at the test level, get runs in all conditions. Stands out in
Oh damn.
क्या हुआ?
Just restart now TV to continue watching.
No, wait a minute, son.